Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a mukbang slash Q&A slash eat with us with my friends Bro and Sarah. I'll put that at on screen, make sure you follow them. They make very good content similar to me. And we've just ordered Nando's on delivery, my favourite meal. If you guys follow me, you know I love Nando's. So we're going to eat it, answer some questions and just have a little catch up with you guys. I hope you're all well and having a good week, and we are all starving, so we're going to dig into our food. Right, I'm going to go through the questions while we're eating. Oh, if you wondered what we got, I got a veggie wrap, the like great imitator one, medium spice with peri chips. I did order coleslaw, but it did not arrive, which is kind of sad. What did you get, Ro?
I got lemon and herb fino pitta.
Nice.
Chips, peri salted ones, and macho peas.
Yeah, and I got peri salted chips, some of her peas, and I got some lemon and herb chicken
You
thighs.
guys got peronaise. I'm so sorry.
And peronaise, yeah.
Peronaise is the best.
Thank
you.
The garlic
Do you want
peronaise
to
is
scoop some with your knife?
Okay, someone said, what's your favourite video to make? I feel like we'll all have different answers to this.
Thank you.
I need to think. I feel like my favourite videos to make are probably like fashion ones where I'm dressing up, only because I get to like try on new outfits and stuff. Whereas sometimes my like body positivity videos are a bit like, they make me a bit sad if I'm like thinking about like the past things that have happened. Whereas my fashion ones, I'm just like, yay, fashion, try on clothes. And like I get to like, you know, do like clothing hauls and stuff, and that's always fun to like try on outfits, because I feel like I'm like trying on outfits with my friends. Like it's like a fashion show basically. So I think they're probably my favourite to film. What about you guys?
I like doing a routine just because I really enjoy making it look good and just having fun with my morning routine.
Your videos look so like nice and aesthetic.
Yeah, so I like to just film my whole morning or my evening routine, and it's just a whole vibe for me. Like I have a good time, because if I'm doing a night routine, I'll put on my music, I'll start cooking my dinner, I'll have my shower, or in the morning I'm like having breakfast, working out, walking the dog, and that's just fun to me. So I really, really enjoy filming those and making them look pretty.
Yeah.
What about you?
I don't really know, because I don't have like a consistent kind of video
series, yeah.
But I like the ones that obviously kind of focus on like where I was to where I am now, because they're really good reminders for me as well. And I usually cry while I make them.
Aww. Someone said, have any of you ever bumped into your followers in real life? I have. Not that often though.
To be fair, I've met quite a lot of my followers, but I think it's because I don't really know why, actually.
You've got quite a high like UK following, haven't you?
Yeah, that probably is why. And also, I feel like, I don't know, I've had messages saying that people feel like they would be my friends, so maybe I'm like approachable. And people aren't like worried to come up to me. But yeah, and they're always really lovely as well. So
I feel like when people come up to me, I get so awkward. Like this girl came up to me once in Urban Outfitters in Covent Garden, and she came up to me and she was like, do you make TikTok videos? And I was like, oh yeah, I do. And I didn't know what to say. I was like, oh yeah, I do. Like, yeah, thanks. Like, and I was like, oh, I'll follow you back on Instagram. And then she was like, I don't follow you on Instagram.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, okay, well, it's nice to meet you. I didn't know what to say, because I just didn't know what to say. Like I just felt so awkward, and I was like, I don't know what to say.
You know what to do.
it's when like, because people come up to you, and because they know you, like, I don't know.
Well, they think they know you.
And I think it's easy for people to forget that like you don't know them. So like I've had times where people come up to me and like talk to me, and I am with new people quite awkward. Like I don't know what to make conversation about. So especially if it's like a loud event or something, I'm just like, and then they're looking at me like, and it's like, how do you end that as well? It's like, okay, have a nice day. Like I feel really rude, because I actually do want to talk to you. I just don't know what to say because I'm nervous.
Someone said, how did you all start making videos? Shall I go first? Everyone
I'm just chewing.
Lockdown?
When I was younger, I always like watched YouTubers like Zoella and stuff, and I always wanted to be a YouTuber. And I actually used to post videos in like, I think my first video is from like 2015 on my YouTube channel.
I did too, and I deleted them.
Yeah, all mine are like archived, so I can still watch them. And then at one point, when I was in sixth form, I started a trio channel with my friend Ella and our friend Tia. We used to post, and that was like the channel I post on now, so they're all still archived. And then it was lockdown, so then we couldn't meet up to film the videos, so then we kind of gave up. And then in lockdown, I started a Gossip Girl fan account on TikTok, and that's kind of when I started posting videos like more full time. And
you have
then,
such a great story.
It's so random. Yeah. And then when I first started posting on like Instagram, I would like try and look like, you know, perfect all the time, and I would like face tune my pictures and like smooth the skin on my face and everything, because I like got caught up in like everyone has to look great all the time if you're an influencer. And then when I like realised I was doing that and that was not good for me or for other people seeing my content, then I started posting more like the more like reality of, you know, posting online, and then that's when I feel like I started to get more like people watching my videos and like relating to my videos. Yeah, so yeah, since lockdown mainly for me.
Yeah, I feel like mine was in lockdown as well, because I was similar. Like I always wait 1 second. I made videos when I was younger as well, posted them and deleted them.
I'd love to watch them.
Yeah, and I'm sure I've got some archives I could find them, but it's still so embarrassing. But I did that, and I always wanted to be a YouTuber. Watching the same vloggers and all of those, that community, which was so cool. And then I started posting properly in lockdown on Instagram mainly. And because
Did you start with fitness?
Yeah, I started posting my workouts at home and my recipes, and then I just really loved it. And this was like at the start of like Reels when it came out as well. And yeah, I feel like that was it. I just loved it. Did that over my uni work and kept posting whilst I was studying, and I was like, I really want to make this my job.
Have you ever thought about like doing not fitness? Like, did you ever like start out thinking of doing like a different
other
niche?
stuff?
Yeah, or was it always like, I know I want to do this?
I feel like I did love doing like, you know, the girls who do like have their photo accounts. It's like just aesthetic fashion
like
girls. I feel like I
perfect.
always wanted to do that, but then it just didn't perform well for me. I didn't feel like I was that person. And then I just really loved showing what I was doing at the gym and at home, obviously lockdown. So because of that, and because I've always had a love for fitness, that was like just what I wanted to keep doing. Yeah.
When did you start posting? I feel like it was before we did.
No, I don't know.
Did you start on YouTube, didn't you?
No, I started on TikTok.
Oh, did you start on TikTok?
I didn't know
Too
that.
much food in my teeth. I think it was actually like 1st or 2nd of January 2021.
Oh, really?
So I basically chose to like recover and was like, I was gonna do some little TikTok challenges because I feel like it will help me, it will hold me accountable, and then it kind of blew up. And I did TikTok for a while, and then I found it so negative and so bad for my mental health. And I did have like an Instagram alongside it and a YouTube alongside it for a little while. So basically all started at the same time. And I didn't have any social media presence before that. Although when I was younger, I did used to run like Hunger Games fan accounts. And I did have like 10k.
Oh wow.
So I was like,
You had
wow,
the experience.
I was grafting. Like every day I was making like a Katniss and Peter edit.
Oh,
That's funny.
Yeah, so
did you like make a whole new Instagram like from 0 followers when you started, or did you have one like from school that was private?
I have like my normal personal one, which now has like 30 something k, because that for some reason I linked that to my TikTok instead of the one that's now rich.
Right.
I don't know why I did that, but I didn't make a whole new account. I literally had this. Wait, I've really just thought about this. I had it as an account because I'd kind of been in like what I would call like not fake recovery, but like I was kind of lying to myself, and I was posting like positive stuff, but all of it was kind of bullshit because I knew that I wasn't really being genuine, because I was still in the like bad mindset, even though I didn't want to be. So I think I had like 2,000 followers or something like that, and then I archived all of those posts and like started again because I was like, no, this is real, like.
Yeah, now I'm trying,
And I took it off like private because obviously no one at school knew I had anorexia.
So,
well, I don't think so. I didn't tell anyone. I just kind of disappeared. So I like privated it because I was terrified of anyone finding it. And then it went viral on TikTok, and I was like, wow.
interesting. I thought you started social media like before we did. For some reason.
yeah, why do I think that as well?
I thought you were like a big YouTuber, like before, like as the main thing.
No, my first video.
Probably because when I met you, you didn't do TikTok, so I just assumed you like
Oh yeah.
didn't like
No, I
start
started
doing
on
TikTok.
My first video on YouTube randomly got like 2 point something million views.
Oh my
So
God.
I kind of instantly had a YouTube. But I feel like now it's a lot harder to build a YouTube. I don't know why. Just
Yeah. Lots of
YouTube
people
just seems to be dying a bit. No offense.
For long videos, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Anyone
yeah.
watching this, appreciate you. Or like 5 of you watching this. Someone said, I'm going to a new school next year and I'm nervous. Do you guys have any tips?
Aww.
It's really sad. Maybe she's going to
I really
year
want to
7.
know how old she is.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't really. Let me look on her account.
That is so scary.
I can't.
Yeah, I was
really
going to
tell.
say I don't think
That
I
is
have
so,
advice
so,
because
so
I'd be
scary.
terrified.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing she doesn't mean complete new school for a new year.
Maybe it's like she's
'Cause
starting
that's
year 7
September.
or something.
No, that would be September.
Oh, right.
So she's changing schools.
Changing. Maybe she's moved house or something.
Mm.
That is scary. It really
So
depends on your
scary.
age, I think. But main thing, just try and be confident.
Yeah.
Like, don't be shy, because if you like to try and make friends, just
Mhm.
like fake it till you make it. Like, if you're too scared to go up to people, you don't want to just end
Yeah.
up like, you want people to know like how cool you are or how nice you are. So you just need to like make sure you're like, you know, showing who you are.
Yeah,
So
just
that is
being
easier
yourself.
said than done.
Being yourself, because
Yeah.
then you'll actually meet the right people.
Mhm.
And you don't need to be friends with everyone, you don't need to be liked by everyone.
Mhm.
You just need to find your people.
But also, what we filmed a Q&A, like how long ago was it? Like a month or so ago.
Yeah.
And we had a question about like school
Mhm.
friendships and stuff, didn't we? And we were all saying like, it feels like the biggest thing in the
Yeah,
world right
yeah.
now. Like school feels like your entire world,
Yeah.
and this feels like absolutely terrifying because all the like hierarchy of like popularness
Popularity.
and stuff.
Mhm.
Popularity is the right word. In school feels so scary, but like give it a few years,
Yeah.
Yeah,
it will be
honestly,
nothing.
it doesn't matter. Like, the
Mhm.
people who are popular in school, it doesn't mean they're going to be the most successful in life or whatever, or the most happy.
Mhm.
Like, it literally means it's only important for those years you're in school.
Yeah.
And I remember watching a Q&A when I was in school. Do you remember Fabulous Hannah, the YouTuber? Like blonde hair.
No.
She used to be friends with
Lovely.
Velvet Ghost. I used to watch her when I was in like year 7, and I remember she was in sixth form at the time, and she did a Q&A.
Yeah.
And in the Q&A she said, oh, and once you get to sixth form, no one cares about the popularity. And my whole time at school, I just kept thinking, once I get to sixth form, and I literally would think back to this video of her the whole way through school thinking, oh God, I can't wait to be in sixth form. Like and it was true. Once we got to sixth form, they moved all the classes
Yeah.
and the forms and stuff, and then no one, like everyone was just friends with everyone.
But you both give me like popular girl vibes.
I was not in a popular group. Have you seen a picture of me in school?
I was not in the popular group, and I was literally bullied in every school. Every
That's
year.
really
Same.
sad.
So it was a, high five to you.
Luckily, I don't think I wasn't bullied, but I was not. I had friends, but we weren't like the cool group. We're like not very cool. There was like a group of like girls in our school that all like dyed their hair and had like lash extensions and all looked great. And like I wasn't like, it's not like they were horrible, but they just like were the cool group, and I was not in the cool group. But as I said, once I got to sixth form, it literally didn't matter anymore. And then especially now I've left school, you realise how stupid it is. Like, literally, it doesn't even matter. Like, it's so... I don't know why in school you think, like, the most popular girl is, like, famous. It's like as if they're famous. I remember sitting in class once, sitting next to this girl, and I remember thinking to myself, oh, I'm sat next to the most popular girl in school.
Also, they're so
And, like,
intimidating. Like,
yeah.
popular people are so... Because a lot of the time they know they're popular as well. But, like... Now, there are people that were popular that were not very nice to me at school. And once I got like bigger on social media, I would have messages from them that were like, so proud of you, and it's like, you literally were not nice to me.
Yeah, that happens to
At
me.
all.
Someone said, how did you tackle with negative or body shaming comments from your family or friends during your recovery? I think that's a hard one. I feel like at least my like parents and family all grew up with like that like 80s body culture,
Mentality.
and like they still don't even get it. Like I don't think they like like my family members will like, but it's hard because when you see, say for example, one of my family members never eats much and like always eats these diet foods, but then I think to myself, well maybe she just likes those foods, and it's hard to like tell whether it's like, is she like going through the same thing I did, or maybe that she just likes rice cakes, you know? You know, it's hard to like see it, like you can't attach all the things you did when you were ill to someone else, because they might not be ill, they might just like that food, but then it's like, it's triggering me seeing you eat that.
But also, like, it might not be an illness thing for them, but it might still be unhealthy.
Yeah.
It might be coming from, like, they think that
less food
like,
is better.
yeah, like women are always of that, like, of say like they're middle-aged, they always think that they need to be on a diet and need to be getting skinnier. And
or they're like, oh, I've only eaten a few nuts today.
But like that's not necessarily an illness for them. But
But
it's
they
just like
think it's
not healthy.
good.
They think what they're doing is right. They don't realise. But that doesn't need to affect you because like you are not the same person. And do you really want like actually watch them like in a restaurant? You know they want the burger and chips, and they're like, I'm just gonna have salad. And it's like you don't want that. And like I don't want to be your age. Being like, the only
not
thing
happy.
I can eat is leaves. Like, no. But if you compare yourself and you think that you have to be like that, you're going to end up like that and it's miserable.
Yeah, and you don't want your kids to be thinking this if you, like, you don't want the same cycle to repeat. I feel like you just have to ignore anything. Like, so many, like, older people, like, do mention weight, or they'll be like, you lost weight, like, you look great, and it's like, sometimes they don't realise that it's not a good thing, like, and it's just hard though because you can't really tell like your grandma to like
even the other way around also so skinny, oh my god. I've had that.
I used to get that when I was in I used to work at a primary school, and one of the teachers, it was like a few years ago, and I remember every time she'd see me in leggings she'd be like, your legs are so skinny, like you need to eat. And every time I saw her she would make a comment about like whether I need to eat or how skinny I am, and it's like why are you like
that used to happen to me all the time. I worked in a cafe. It was like old men that would be like, God, those running up and down those stairs is keeping you nice and trim, innit, love? And I was like, I'm literally anorexic. I'm literally not eating. That's why. But it was just like, you just don't need to comment. Like, people that are commenting are just either insecure or just need to shut up. At the end of the day, like, your body isn't anyone else's problem. Like, if they want to make comments about the fact that you're trying to make yourself healthier and happier, don't listen.
Out the door. And their opinion literally doesn't matter. Because all that matters is how you feel.
And don't let yourself be affected by it. And then, you don't. Someone said, what's your biggest life goals going forward? Well, mine is to finish uni, which should happen in 2 weeks if I get there. That was in my at the start of the year I made a video like, what's my goals for the year? My only goal was to finish uni. Like, that's the only thing I'm focusing on right now. I don't really know what I'm going to do with myself once I finish. So I'm going to be like, wait, what do I do with my life now? I have no goals in my life. I would say, generally, I'd like to be, like, financially stable and, like, hopefully buy a house one day, which is so hard, and you have to be, like, so privileged to be able to do that, especially in the south of England. Like, it's so expensive. But hopefully one day I'll get there if I save up. So that's probably a goal. What other goals? I'd like to go to New York one day. That's a goal.
It's so good.
And I'd probably like to live in another country for like a year or something.
Run another marathon.
Oh yeah, that's good.
I'd like to do it under 3 hours. Or no, sorry.
Under 4 hours.
Under 4 hours, not 3 hours. I'm not an athlete. But I wish. Under 4 hour marathon I'd like to do. I'd like to also buy a house eventually. I'd like to really be financially secure with my job. It's getting there. But it's a hard industry to be in. It's very inconsistent. So I'd like to just build up that kind of side of things and just have multiple streams of income so I can actually enjoy my life and not be stressed. What else?
You want to have kids?
I do want to have kids. I want to have like 3 or 4 kids.
Same.
Yeah. Definitely want to do that. And I also, really big goal, I want to travel the world. Or not the world, not the whole world. But I would like to travel before I have kids. Somehow with a dog.
We've seen that.
I have a dog, so it's basically a child.
Yeah, they literally.
So I'd like to definitely do more travelling around dog, so then I can actually see more. Your turn.
I haven't finished my nandos.
We keep interrupting her while she's trying to eat.
No, it's not your fault. It's like I just keep waffling, and then I'm like.
But that's just it's just a lot of things going on in the wrap.
You've got lots of.
So it's hard to.
But I was trying to pick it up, and I was like. I'd like to eventually get some form of a degree. I'd like to do Open University.
Psychology, I could see you do.
I'd really love to be a healthcare assistant like one day a week. in a mental health ward. And
That's so great.
I'd love to write a book. That has genuinely been one of my goals for ages, though. I'd also like to start a podcast.
I want to
like
start a
do that.
podcast.
Mm.
Can we do one together?
Who
wants to see that?
Yeah, comment down below. Yeah, I want kids as well.
Yeah,
Like 3 or 4.
yeah.
That's a
Big
lot.
family.
I used to have 6.
Oh, that would be very expensive.
Well,
Yeah, so I need more money.
yeah. I want to be a millionaire so that I can have kids.
Have 3, 4 kids in
Yeah.
a house.
I actually, like when I was younger, my life dream was marry someone rich so I could be a stay-at-home like housewife, which is so funny.
Yeah.
I was not an ambitious child.
I also wouldn't mind though.
Yeah, you've still got time, right?
Yeah. I get earning some more money. And then
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I can't think too much into the future because
It's a lot.
everything's changed so much from what I thought it would be anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And even like now that I'm well, like I could make plans, but the job we all do is so unpredictable
Yeah.
that it's so hard to actually figure anything out.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think I want to have kids, but also I'm really scared to give birth, so I don't know.
Because of your back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like I would just die, and I don't like
Aw.
hospitals.
No, who does?
Yeah. But I would like to have kids because I feel like I wouldn't want to be like old and have no like family. Because like
Mhm.
if you get old and then you don't have like younger people in your family, then like you could be lonely. Like if your husband dies and then it's just you on your own. Like,
And having kids just looks so special. Like I love my dog
yeah,
to bits. So how could I love
be like
anything
10
more than
times
my
as
dog?
good. Yeah.
Yeah. So
And you
it's
could
just
put
gonna be so
a
great.
little like bear suit in them.
Yeah. And I just like I envision myself with like a house with a garden with my
Range
like,
Rover.
I want 2 dogs. My Range Rover because
you're
I'm
a Range
a
Rover mum.
And
now.
you're going to
I'm
like
already
Pilates.
I'm a like a yummy mummy Pilates girl
You
without
go to
the kids.
Gales.
Yeah, I go to Gales, I
Drive
go
to
to
Gales in the
Pilates,
Range
I wear my
Rover.
flared leggings from
Yeah.
Lululemon. I just feel like I would love a nice house. I'd love 2 dogs. I'd like a golden retriever next.
I want a cleaner.
Yeah.
Genuinely.
Have
I
my-
want to clean.
My husband, I want to get married. Yeah, so that would be nice. One day.
Someone said, what's your favourite post you've ever made and why does it mean so much to you? That is a hard question. I feel like, because I post like short videos so often, I can't even remember like... I feel like videos that I like to have to look back on the most are my YouTube like vlogs of stuff I've done. Like when I go on holiday, like they're the only videos really that I ever watch back because I like having like, you know, like a whole holiday I can like look back and be like, oh, I forgot I did that. But in terms of like video that I think is the best video I've made, I don't really know.
I really enjoyed doing my marathon vlog.
Oh yeah.
I really, really, really enjoyed that
Yeah.
because it was just...
It's such an
It
achievement.
was so great.
Yeah.
Honestly, sat there and watched my reel like 10 times.
You're like, can't believe it's me.
Oh, this is so great. It was just so emotional and so great, and the fact that you could push your body to do something like that is insane.
Yeah.
And it was literally the best thing I've ever done
That's crazy.
in my life.
Here
we go.
Someone said, how do you handle nasty comments since you promote body positivity?
Turn off my notifications.
Yeah.
I've done that. Turned off Instagram
I'm the
notifications.
opposite. I have to know what everyone's saying at all times because I get...
That's so bad.
I
Don't
did,
do
but it
that.
was upsetting me, so I
Yeah.
turned it off.
Yeah, but I think
Hi,
because I'm just like delving into this, but I think because like when I was younger I got bullied a lot and people chatted
Leave it.
shit about me behind my back.
Yeah, same.
I'm like, I have to know.
You want to know. Hello guys, sorry the camera died, so we tidied up and got some tea to carry on answering a few more questions. So someone said, do you guys regret going or not going to uni?
Don't regret going because it gave me time to figure out what I wanted to do, who I was. Like, I don't think I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like I've only recently just become me.
Aww.
Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
Like found yourself.
before I went to uni, my mum was really sick. That's when she had cancer. So it was like a really just rough time, and it was basically just me going from appointment to appointment and like just surviving. And that was also me going through like the worst of my kind of disordered eating. And it just wasn't really a good time, and I don't feel like I was myself. Do you know what I mean? I feel like I just did things to be friends with other people.
Yeah.
But actually that wasn't who I was. So I feel like because I went to uni, it gave me time just to...
And space away.
And
like,
space.
yeah.
Just to figure out who I was, what I wanted to do. Like, I started posting because I was at uni in lockdown. So I feel like if I didn't do that, I wouldn't be where I am today. And even though I didn't enjoy uni and it wasn't the best experience for me, and I wouldn't say the degree was worth the money, it was worth the 3 years to figure out myself. Because you're so young when you go, you're so young and you don't need to have everything figured out, but it just gave me the time to do that.
That's nice.
Yes.
I think I do regret going to uni.
Do you?
Yes, if anyone follows me, you'll know in every video I talk about how much I hate uni.
Yeah.
I don't regret the fact that I met friends there, and I've come so far. Like me when I was 17 doing my A-levels, I'm such a different person to what I am now at almost 22. But I don't know if that growth was because of uni. I can't really see that contributing to it. Because I didn't move out, I just lived with my parents. It was basically like I was living the same way I lived when I was at school. Like not much change until I moved out.
I mean,
this
similar
September.
I don't feel like it was because of the uni. Do you know what I mean? I feel like similar to that.
But I'm like, would I have grown anyway, and maybe even more if I hadn't?
If you hadn't gone.
That's kind of how I feel.
Yeah.
Because I didn't move out or anything.
Yeah.
And also I've had it's been such a hindrance to like my like career and like doing like being productive, and like I've turned down so many events and so many opportunities because I've been too busy with my uni work. And also it's cost me a lot of money. When I finish, I'm going to be in like £60,000 worth of debt, and I really don't think that's worth it for me because I did a business degree and the job I do now, I don't need the degree for it. I think it's definitely worth it if you do like nursing, or you want to be a lawyer, or you want to be a doctor or whatever, and you actually need the degree. But I think for those degrees where like you kind of just pick that subject because like you didn't know what else to pick, or like you just wanted to kind of waste 3 years, I feel like that's not worth the money. It might be worth it for like your personal growth.
But for it wasn't worth the money. It wasn't worth the money at all.
In hindsight, you wouldn't have known that you were going to be doing this now. So
it
could have been.
That's why I see it in like it was. I'm glad I did it because it brought me here. And maybe it wasn't uni directly, but if I didn't do all these different things, I wouldn't be here now. Like I wouldn't have been at my accommodation at uni, and then lockdown happened. I went back home, started posting, had time to post because I wasn't going into lectures. Like,
and you wouldn't have moved here.
Wouldn't have moved
if
here.
You hadn't have gone to the Instagram.
But it also gives you that backup of like, if I decided one day I really don't want to do this anymore. You have that degree to go.
I think we're in a very unique position. Like most people don't do social media as a job, so for the people that actually need the degree to get a grad job or whatever, obviously that's way worth it. But if you are self-employed or you already know what you want to do, and for that job you don't need a degree, I would just say really think hard about the debt you're putting yourself in for the degree and whether it's worth it. Because if you want to grow and move away, you could move away without going to uni. Like you could just move to a new city and get a good job after finishing school.
What would have been great is doing a part-time job, saving up and travelling. That would have been so great.
And that would have caused like
but I didn't do that, so that would have been nice.
But
then instead I've spent so much, all this money, and I also had the other loan you get. What is it called? Maintenance loan. So that is like added on to my now debt. So it's a lot of money.
How do you feel about not going to uni?
I mean, I was so upset when I first was like, I'm not going to get my A-levels, I'm not going to be able to go to uni. Like
because everyone else is doing it.
And I was like, I want to be a psychologist, I want to help people. No matter what I want to do, I'm going to have to go to uni. And I found that so hard to tell myself, like, actually, it's okay. Thank God, obviously, like, social media has become basically the perfect way for me to work, because I know I'm helping people. It's flexible, I can prioritise my mental health whilst also making like a living. And I can work with charities and stuff. Which, you know, I kind of feel sometimes like I'm probably helping more people than I would have been, say I had become a psychologist.
I think you definitely are.
Like when I actually think about it.
Definitely.
I also, you know, it was like really gutting to me, because I was like, I want to go to uni and get a degree, but now I look at it and I'm like, actually, I'm glad I didn't, because I don't think uni was the place for me, and I don't I hated school.
Me
Like,
too.
I didn't like learning. I found it so tedious.
Me too.
Like, I know I'm intelligent. I know I'm bright. Like,
I struggled a lot.
I just didn't enjoy it. Like, I found it very anxiety provoking.
Yep.
And yeah, I know that it wasn't the right thing for me to go to uni, and I'm glad that I didn't. But I do think I had a lot of sadness around the fact that I wasn't going.
Yeah.
It's also hard watching everyone your age, or seeing
Go
everyone your
off,
age go off and be at uni and graduate, and you're like, I'm a failure.
Yeah, but it all looks like this amazing thing, but you actually just see, oh my god, I'm going to uni, and then you see, oh, I've just graduated, but you don't see the in-between of the tears and the stress. And I literally spent, honestly, most of my degree crying. I almost dropped out like 5 times.
Yeah,
like,
same.
seriously, almost dropped out.
Every week I almost drop out.
And I was just like, not well in myself.
Yeah.
But at the same time, lots of good came out of it. Just because of the time I had.
I think my advice would be just really think about your decision and make sure you're going, not just because you feel the pressure of everyone else is or your parents want you to, and even like take a gap year or whatever. You don't have to go to uni when you're 18, you can go to uni when you're 22 or 30 or 60. Just really think about whether it's worth the money for you, and if you really want to do it, it's a great thing to do. But yeah, just I didn't think hard about it, so I should have thought more about it. Even though I took a gap year, I had a whole year to think about it. I didn't really think about it. I didn't think about how my decisions I made at 17 would affect my life at 22.
Which is
like
scary.
I'm still going. Like the reason I'm doing what I'm doing right now is because I made that decision at 17.
Yeah, that's so weird when you think about it.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
But you can be successful without uni as well, just to
definitely.
like anyone that's like maybe in my position where it's like they didn't manage to get to uni.
Yeah,
You can literally
You
do
can still be
anything.
successful. Like some of the most successful people in the world don't have degrees, and also a lot of the people I know that have degrees don't even use their degree.
Yeah.
Which,
I mean, not even
yeah,
my
obviously
degree.
we're in like a really specific position, but I mean, even people that I know that have done such specific degrees, hoping to go into that, they're now seeing like a random job.
You can still do it without.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah.
Right, I think we've probably answered a lot of questions, so I'm probably going to end this video here. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to follow Bro and Sarah on their social medias, which I'll put up here, and follow me if you want to see me. I post every single week on YouTube and every single day on every other social media. I hope you're all doing well, and I will see you in next week's video. Bye!
Bye!